First, we completed chain isomerism. In this chain isomerism, molecular formula same. Next, that is longest chain in the compound differently. Longest chain in the compound are different. That is why that is called as. So the difference in the longest chain, so it is called as chain isomerism. Next one, position isomerism. Position isomerism. Here, functional group, sorry. Here, molecular formula same. Next one, longest chain same. Next one, substituent or functional group same, but substituent or functional group position is changed. Is changed. So position of the functional group is changed. That is why it is position isomerism. Here, minimum number of carbons is equal to 4. Here, minimum number of carbons is equal to 3. Number of carbons is equal to 3. So up to yesterday's class, these two are completed. Now in today's class, so remaining, what are those? Third one, functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism or functional isomerism. Next one, metamerism. Next one, ring chain isomerism. Next one, tautomerism. So remaining 4 are there. These 4 we will complete here. So now our topic is functional group isomerism. What is this functional group isomerism? See here. That is third one. Functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism. What are these functional group isomerism? That is, here, these are the compounds having same molecular formula, but differ in the nature of functional group. Differ in the nature of functional group. Functional group is different, and that is why it is a functional isomerism. Chain is different, chain isomerism. Position of the substance is different, position isomerism. A total functional group is changed, that is why it is functional group isomerism or functional isomerism. So here functional group is changed. That means one functional group is changed to another functional group. So that may be. So see here examples. CH3, CH2, COOH. CH3, CH2, COOH. It is ethyl group. is the acid end. That is acid end. So actually the name of this compound, common name is 1, 2, 3, propionic acid. Propionic acid. So nothing but carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. So now here how many carbons? 1, 2, 3. C3. Hydrogens 3, 2, 1. Total H6. 2 oxygens O2. C3 H6O2. It is the molecular formula of the component. Molecular formula of the compounds. Now I am writing the same compound like here CH3, CH2. Sorry, before going to that, CH3, COO, CH3 and CH3, COO, CH3. Here 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons. Hydrogens 3 plus 3, 6 hydrogens, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens. That means it's a molecular formula also, same ending. But here acid is the functional group, here ester is the functional group. So this is a class of compound that is a carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. But here it is ester end. That is RCOO or functional group right here. It is ester end. That means here acid is the functional group, here ester is the functional group. That means entire functional group is different. Entire functional group. That means the entire properties are changed because the change in functional group. Therefore, these two are collectively called as same molecular formula but different functional groups. So these are considered as functional isomers. Functional group isomers or functional isomers. So what is the functional group isomerism? So compounds or molecules having same molecular formula but different in the nature of functional group. That is why the physical and chemical properties are different. Those the phenomena is called as isomerism, and the isomers and the compounds are called as functional isomers. The phenomena is functional isomerism and the compounds are called as functional isomers. Here, so carboxylic acids are changed to esters. If ester is given to you, that is only converted to acid. Acid and esters are functional isomers. Acid, carboxylic acid and ester are functional isomers. Now I am taking one more example. One more example. That is, it is example 1. These two are functional isomers. Now one more example. That is, see here. Example 2. CH3, CH2, CH1. It is a CHO group. It is a class of alcohol, aldehyde. Aldehydes. The name of this compound is 1, 2, 3. Propanal. Propanol. Propanol is the name. It is aldehyde class of compounds. Now, its molecular formula I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons, 2, 3, 2, 1, total 6 hydrogens, only 1 oxygen. It is the molecular formula. It is the molecular formula. Now I am writing one more compound here, that is CH3, CO, CH3 and CH3, CO, CH3. Here also 1, 2, 3, 3 carbons, 3 plus 3, 6 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. So its molecular formula also C3H6O, but it is 1, 2, 3, single bond propane, functional group CO, that is on propanone. It is a class of ketone. It is a ketone functional group. So aldehyde and ketone generally functional group isomers. Aldehydes and ketones are functional group isomers because their molecular formulas are generally same and class of there is functional groups are different. There is aldehyde group, there is ketone group. Therefore, aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. In previous example, carboxylic acid and esters are functional isomers. Carboxylic acids and esters are functional isomers. So, my dear boys, is this clear? What is the difference here? Functional group is different. Functional group is different, but molecular formula is same. Molecular formula is same, functional group is different. That is why these are functional isomers and the phenomena is called as functional isomerism. So automatically if functional group is different, the physical and chemical properties are entirely different. Physical and chemical properties are entirely different. Okay, so very well. So don't consider here is chain. Chain is only carbon chain is different, but functional group is totally changing. That is it is not chain any. Even though chain is different, but major is functional group any. So functional group is changed. That is it is a class of functional isomers. It is a class of functional isomers. Okay, next one more example. So up to what we are discussing here, that is in example 1, carboxylic acid and esters only. Carboxylic acids and esters. These are functional isomers. In example 2, that is aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. Aldehydes and ketones are functional isomers. Now in example 3, I am writing here. See here, CH3, CH2OH. CH3, CH2OH. It is OH, nothing but alcohol. Alcohol. So 1, 2 carbons, eth, AN, functional group OL, ethanol. The name of this compound is ethanol. Its molecular formula: 2 carbons, C2, 3, 2, 1, 6 hydrogens, H6, 1 oxygen. C2H6O is the molecular formula of this compound. So its molecular formula is this one. Now I'm writing one more. CH3OCH3 and CH3OCH3. Say once again, carbons 2, hydrogens 6, 1 oxygen. So same molecular formula. Here either is the functional group. Here methyl, methyl, dimethyl ether, or methoxy methane. It is IUPAC name, it is common name. So methoxy methane, nothing but it is either class of compound. Either class of compound. It is alcohol, it is either having molecular formula same, but functional groups are different. That means alcohols and ethers are functional isomers because their molecular formulas are same, but different functional groups. Alcohols and ethers are functional isomers. That's why I am taking here the third set of compounds as alcohols and ethers. The set of compounds are functional isomers. Next, fourth one. Example 4, that is cyanides and isocyanides. Cyanides and isocyanides. So now, see here, CH3CN. 1, 2, eth, AN, E, nitrile, ethyl nitrile or methyl cyanide. It is common name, it is IUPAC name. So it is cyanide, ethyl methyl, methyl cyanide. So IUPAC name is ethyl nitrile. Its formula is 2 carbons, 3 hydrogens, 1 nitrogen. 2 carbons, 3 hydrogens, 1 nitrogen. Okay, now I'm writing here CH3NC. CH3NC. It is methane isonitrile. Methane isonitrile. So commonly called as, it is IUPAC name. Carbon name is also used. Next common name it is methyl isocyanide. Methyl isocyanate. So once again, it is a cyanide compounds, it is isocyanate compounds, but both have same molecular formula. Both have same molecular formula. So molecular formula same, but functional groups are different. One is cyanide functional group, another one is isocyanate functional group. That is why both cyanates and isocyanates are functional isomers. So, and because functional groups are changed, where it is, this nitrogen is not covalent, consonant. That is why he is not replaced. Iso is a technical word, but N is taken. N is taken. Okay. So that's why don't take that one. Okay. So these are cyanides and isocyanates are the functional isomers. And this is fourth class of compounds. Fourth class of compounds. That means if you take aldehyde, you should write esters. If you take esters, you should write alcohol. That is acids. Acids and esters are functional isomers. Aldehydes and ketones, only these two are interconvertible. So aldehyde is not converted into acid, or acid is not converted into either. Only this set of compounds. Only this set of compounds are functional isomers. Now I am taking one more example. Fifth one, that is alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes are functional isomers. Alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes are functional groups. So see here, CH3ONO. Here O is the connecting group. Therefore, here nitrite is the functional group. Nitrite. Now here CH3NO2. Here nitrogen is the connecting group. Connecting atom. Here is oxygen is the connecting atom. It is methane. Nitromethane. It is nitromethane. So both have same functional group. So see here is nitrite. It is the nitro. Functional group is different, but molecular formula CH3HCNO2 molecular formula same, but functional group are different. That's why. So this class of compounds are nitrites. This class of compounds are nitroalkanes. So alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes are the functional isomers. Okay. What there is post that UV post that. Yes, your doubt post in chat box. Post in chat box. I don't open that audio. Next one, alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes are the functional isomers. So this class is changed to this one, this is changed to this one. So next one, sixth one, that is dienes and alkynes. Dienes and alkynes are functional isomers. Dienes and alkynes are functional isomers. What are? Tell me. Post that one. Dienes and alkynes. So what are the dienes? Dienes means, so see here, di means two, E means double bond. Two double bonded compounds. So one is C. Here is the double bond, here is the double bond. This is why, that is why it is diene. So the compound formula is CH2, CH, CH2. CH2, CH2. Now the formula is 4 carbons, 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. That is 6 hydrogens. 4 carbons, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 hydrogens. It is a molecular formula of this compound. Now I am writing CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH. C triple bond CH. So once again check. It is double bond, double bond. It is an example for diene. It is an example for diene. It is alkyne wrap. Alkyne. Triple bonded compound. That is why 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. 6 hydrogens. 3 plus 2 plus 1. 6 hydrogens. Same formula. So molecular formula same. Molecular formula same. But functional group are different. Here is diene, here is alkyne. That is why dienes are functional isomers for alkynes. Alkynes and dienes are functional isomers. Alkynes and dienes are functional isomers. Okay. Next one. Next one. So this is one class of compounds. Next one. Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional isomers. Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional isomers. So how to write this primary, secondary, tertiary amines? So now I am writing here. See here. Primary, secondary, and tertiary amines. CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2. Here the functional group NH2. That is an example for primary amine. Example for primary amine. Now I am writing CH3, CH2, NH, CH3. NH, CH3. So this is NH functional group. Therefore, it is an example to secondary amine. Secondary amine. Next, CH3, N, CH3, CH3. Here nitrogen only exists. Therefore, it is an example to a tertiary amine. A tertiary amine. Okay. So for all these, how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons. Hydrogen 3 plus 2 plus 4. No, 2 plus 2. 4, 7, 7 plus 2. 9, C3H9, 1 nitrogen. C3H9 and that is N. So that is C here. 3 carbons, total 9 nitrogen, 1 nitrogen. So 9 hydrogen, 1 nitrogen. So all these contain same formula. But it is a primary amine, it is a secondary amine, it is tertiary amine. So primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional isomers. Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are functional isomers. Very, very important. So you should write your doubts in chat box. That's enough. Don't ask once again. Don't repeat that. So someone asked me, sir, please explain dienes and alkynes. How, sir? Okay. So dienes means, di means 2. Enes means 2 double bonds. So a compound having 2 double bonds. Let it be 2 double bonds. Now I am writing the same like this. So here 4 carbons. There is 2 hydrogens because 2 bonds are completed. Here 3 bonds are completed. 1 more hydrogen is there. 3 bonds are completed. 1 more hydrogen is there. 2 bonds are completed. 2 hydrogens are there. Next, here 1 bond is completed. 3 hydrogens. 2 bonds are completed. 2 hydrogens. 4 bonds are completed. No hydrogen. 3 bonds are completed. Only 1 hydrogen. Therefore, so here 4 carbons. Hydrogens 2 plus 1 plus 1. 4 plus 2, 6. C4H6 here formula. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. C4H6. Both having same molecular formula, but here is 1 double bond, 1 double bond. That is why it is a diene. Next, here is only 1 triple bond. It is alkyne, but having same molecular formula. That is why here functional groups are changed. One is diene and one is alkyne. That is why dienes and alkynes are functional isomers. Dienes and alkynes are functional isomers. Yes, very no doubts. You should use at anywhere. Double bond may be here or here, whatever it may be. So one double bond and two double bond, one triple bond and two double bonds are considered as a functional isomer. Okay. These are some class of compounds. Next, here any aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones. So along with these aldehydes and ketones, there is another class of compounds which are also functional isomers. What are those? Aldehydes and ketones and unsaturated alcohols and unsaturated ethers. Unsaturated ethers. These are also considered as a combination of functional isomers. So see here, I'm explaining one by one. See here, these are the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 class of compounds. One is converted into another. All these are functional group isomers. All these are functional group isomers. Very, very, very important. Alcohol, there is first of all, carboxylic acid changes to ester. Ester changes to acid. Next, alcohol changes to ether. Ether changes to alcohol. Cyanides, isocyanides, functional isomers. Our nitrites and our nitroalkanes are functional isomers. Ethenes and alkynes. Dienes and alkynes are functional isomers. Primary, secondary, tertiary amines are considered as functional. So this class of compounds are not converted into this class of compounds. This one is not converted into this one. This one not converted into that one. So only these two are combination. Only these two are combination. Only these two. So one is interconvertible between these two only. But not this class is not converted into this one. Okay. So please change your name with original name. Rename your phone with your name. Otherwise, I don't talk with you. Okay, so now I'm explaining this class of aldehydes, ketones, unsaturated alcohols, unsaturated. How is this possible? If you want to repeat, please go and see in my YouTube channel. That's the repetition. That's so many times you should repeat it. If you want, see that YouTube channel. That's enough. Already 2 times repeated. How many times you require? Aldehydes. See here. CH3, CH2, CHO. Aldehyde. Next, ketone. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. Ketone. Next, unsaturated alcohols. CH2 double bond CH. CH2OH, unsaturated alcohol. That means a double bond with alcohol. Okay, so a double bond with mu alcohol. Next, unsaturated ethers. That is CH2 double bond CH OCH3. OCH3. So here is unsaturation. See here, double bonds and either end. That is why this is taken as unsaturated. Unsaturated ethers. Here is a double bond with alcohol. That is why it is unsaturated alcohol or enol. Here ketone. Here aldehyde. See once again, in all these compounds, let us take how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons. Hydrogen 3 plus 2 plus 1. 6 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. Check once again. 3 carbons, 6 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons, 2 plus 1 plus 2. 2, 3, 6, 5 plus 1, 6. 1 oxygen. Next here, 2 hydrogens, 1, 3 plus 3, 6 hydrogens. So all these compounds have same molecular formula. Molecular formula is the same. All these compounds have same molecular formula, but one is aldehyde, another one is ketone, another one is ene plus mole, enol, ene plus mole, enol. Next, unsaturated alcohols, in particular, this one is taken as ene plus mole. So double bond and alcohol. Here also, ene plus either end. That is why ene is there. That is why these are taken as unsaturated cases. Unsaturated alcohols and unsaturated ethers. All this class of compounds are considered as functional group isomerism. Functional group isomerism. So see here once again. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH4. It is aldehyde. Next, CH3, CH2, CO, CH3. It is a ketone. Next, CH3, CH, double bond C, CH3, OH. So it is a double bond with OH. A double bond with OH. Next, CH2, double bond CH, O, CH2, CH3. CH2, CH3. So this is a double bond with O. So double bond with O. This is taken as ene plus O. That is why it is called as unsaturated alcohol. Unsaturated alcohol. Next, here a double bond with either group. That is why it is unsaturated either. Unsaturated means a double bond or triple bond existing between carbon and carbon only, but not with carbon and oxygen. It is not unsaturated because between carbon and carbon there is a single bond. It is not unsaturated. Unsaturated means a double bond or triple bond existing between carbon and carbon only, between carbon and carbon, not between with others. Okay, so this is unsaturated, this is unsaturated. Next, here it is, a ketone group is there. That's why it is taken as a ketone functional group. Here is aldehyde is there. Therefore, it is an example to aldehyde. Aldehyde. In all these compounds, we should identify what is how many number of carbons in each class of compound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Carbons are 4. Hydrogens 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. C4H8. Oxygens 1. Oxygens 1. It is the molecular formula of that compound. See once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. H8. 1 oxygen. C4H8O. 1, 3, 4. 5. 5 plus 3, 8. C4H8O. 2, 3. 3 plus 5, 8, C4H8O. That means all these compounds have molecular formula same molecular formula same, but it is aldehyde, it is ketone, it is unsaturated alcohol, it is unsaturated ester, unsaturated either end. So that means all these are having different functional groups. Functional groups are not same. Functional groups are not same. That is why total functional group is same, but functional group is different, but molecular formula is same. So compounds having different functional groups but same molecular formula are called as functional group isomerism. The phenomena is that is why those are called as functional group isomers. Functional group isomers. So that's why molecular formula same, but functional groups are different. That's why an aldehyde can change our ketone, but molecular formula is not changed. A ketone may change it into. That is, one class of compound is converted into another class of interconvertible structures are possible here. Interconversions are possible, but aldehyde not change it to either. Sorry, not change it to carboxylic acid like that. So only this class of compounds only considered as functional isomers. Only functional isomers. So aldehyde, the structure of this aldehyde is C double bond OH. Here double bond OH, it is aldehyde. Unsaturation means double bond or triple bond between carbon and carbon. These two are taken as unsaturated cases. Is there any C double bond C here? Is there any C double bond C here? Or C triple bond C here? No, that's right. It is not unsaturated, it is saturated. Anyway, here C double bond C is there. That's why it is unsaturated. Here C double bond C is there. That's why it is unsaturated. Okay. So if you make that, that means see here, someone I am taking this one as unsaturated. So see here, I am writing the compound with unsaturation. I am trying to write this one as unsaturated cases. CH2 double bond CH, CH2, C double bond OH. Like this, you are writing like that. So check the function, that is formula 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there. Hydrogens 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. But here is 8. That means this molecular formula, same or not? Not same. So you should take, first of all, same molecular formula. That way these two are not actually isomers because molecular formula is not same. Okay, that class of compound may exist, but not isomer for this one. Not isomer for this one. Okay, so that means you should like this one only, those considered as isomers. So and other class of compounds may exist, but their molecular formulas are not matched with these molecular formulas. That is why those are not considered as isomers to these compounds. Okay, is there any doubts? Is there any doubts? This is all about your functional isomerism. So different class of compounds. What are those different class of compounds? Once again, I am repeating. Class of compounds, that is what are those? See here. First one is examples. First one is carboxylic acids. And esters are functional isomers. Only this set of is possible. Acid change to ester, ester change to acid. That's enough. No other is interchangeable. Next, alcohols and ethers are functional isomers. Alcohols and ethers are functional isomers. Next, aldehydes, ketones, unsaturated alcohols, unsaturated alcohols and unsaturated ethers are functional isomers. Unsaturated ethers are functional isomers. Next, cyanides and isocyanides are functional isomers. Next, alkyl nitrites and nitroalkanes are functional isomers. Are functional isomers. Next one, primary, secondary and tertiary amines are functional isomers. Primary, secondary and tertiary amines are functional isomers. Next, a diene and alkyne are functional isomers. A diene and alkyne are functional isomers. All these are the examples to functional isomerism. Okay. So this is finally functional isomerism. What is functional isomerism? Compounds having same molecular formula, but their functional groups are different. Functional, that is why their physical and chemical properties are different. That phenomena is called as functional isomerism, and those compounds are called as functional isomers. So these are the best examples to functional isomerism. So now I am taking one example. Glucose and fructose. Glucose and fructose, frequently known names and well-known names, glucose and fructose. Glucose formula is C6H12O6N. Fructose formula also C6H12O6. That means these two compounds have same molecular formula. Okay. So now what class of compounds are these? Are these chain isomers? Are these position isomers? Are these functional isomers? So any class of compounds. See the structure of this glucose and fructose. So that is CHO, COHH, 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 CH2OH. This is the structure of glucose then. Next, it is CH2OH, C double bond O, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. These are all CHOHs. Okay, so this is glucose, this is fructose. Okay, so here the longest chain contains how many carbons? Is there any change? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon chain. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also 6 carbon chain. That means longest chain is not changed. That means these are not chain isomers. Not chain isomers. So, but here the functional group is CHO. Here the functional group is CO only. It is aldehyde. It is ketone. Now, what class of compounds? Is this chain isomerism, functional isomerism, or position isomerism? Yes, functional group isomerism. So that means glucose and fructose having same molecular formula, but their functional groups are different. That is the result. Functional isomers, very, very important. Very, very important. Now, write the functional isomer for ethyl alcohol. Write the functional isomer for ethyl alcohol. What is the formula for ethyl alcohol? Question is, what is the functional isomer of ethyl alcohol? What is the functional isomer of ethyl alcohol? So first of all, you should write ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol means ethyl plus, ethyl means C2H5. Alcohol means OH. It is ethyl alcohol. Now, CH3, CH2OH. It is its structure, ethyl alcohol. Because it is alcohol functional isomer is either. You should write either functional group. Either means this one. So one carbon, two carbons, one carbon here, one carbon here. So remaining 3 hydrogens. So total 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. 3 plus 3, 6. 2 carbons, 1 oxygen. Therefore, this is the functional isomer for this one. Okay, what is the name of this compound? It is methane, it is methoxy. Methoxymethane is the functional isomer. Methoxymethane is the functional isomer for ethyl alcohol. My dear boys, it is methoxymethane. Methoxymethane, not ethoxyethane. It is methoxymethane. Okay, so like this, you should write. Is this clear? Is this clear? How to write functional isomers? We should know, first of all, the formula of the compound, convert the class of compound into another class of compound in our set 10. So alcohol converts into either. If you have either convert into alcohol. Aldehyde is converted into either ester. Aldehyde is converted to ketone. Ketone is changed to aldehyde. And only the conversions are possible. And so cross conversions are not exist. Cross conversions are not exist. Okay. Yes, the set is, you should remember it. You should by heart the set of compounds. Okay. Now next type of isomerism is metamerism. Metamerism. What is this metamerism? Metamerism. It is one type of isomerism. Here the importance is first, molecular formula of the considered compounds are same. Molecular formula of the functional isomer is same. Next, functional group also same. Functional group also same. Next, functional group attached alkyl groups are different. Functional group is same, but functional group attached alkyl groups are different. So here, the functional group must be a polyvalent functional group. Functional group must be a polyvalent. That means more than one free bond exists. For example, alcohol, only one OH, it is monovalent. It is not possible here. Metamerism. Next, aldehyde, CHO, only one free valence is there, not exist. For aldehyde, metamerism not exist. Next, ketones, CO, there is two free valency in it. So here is possible. CO means C double bond O. Here is valency, here is valency. More than one free valency must be exist. That's why there exists. Next, acid, COOH. So only one free valency not exist. Not exist. Ester, COO. So here is free valency, here is free valency. It is existing. It is exist. Okay. Next, like this. Next, either OO functional group, it is free valency, it is free valency, exists. Alcohol not exist. That means the functional group must be polyvalent. For example, NH, primary amine not exist. Please read, I will explain. Primary amine not exist, but secondary amine NH is possible. Tertiary amine N only, 3 free valency possible. More than one possible. So only one free valency is there. That is not possible. That is not possible. So why, sir? Please read. I am explaining it. So that means the functional group must be a polyvalent. More than one free valency must be existent. So see here, compounds having same molecular formula and same functional group, but functional group attached alkyl groups are different. Those isomers are called as metamers, and the phenomena is known as metamerism. See here, I am writing some examples by taking either ketones, esters, and like that. Only because COOH is not possible. Now, examples. Let us take CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2O, CH3N. So this is one class of compound that is nothing but either there is a two free valency are there, two free valency. Here, one valency, it is functional group. Here, one valence is satisfied with methyl group, and the other valence is satisfied with this group. Okay, here, therefore, it is butyl, N-butyl, it is methyl. Therefore, the name of this compound is N-butyl methyl ether. My dear boys, it is common name. N-butyl methyl ether is the common name. Okay, now I am writing here like this, the structure. I am trying the compound like this. CH3, CH2, O, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, now here, this is alkyl group attached to this one. It is alkyl group attached to this one. Okay, now what are the names? The name of this compound. It is ethyl, it is propyl. So, ethyl, propyl or N-propyl. Either. I am writing only common names here. Or ethoxypropane. Yes, you are correct. Ethoxypropane. That is the IUPAC name. Ethyl, N-propyl, ether. It is the common name. So, next, I am writing one more example. CH3, CH2O, CH, CH3, CH3. Here, this is attached alkyl group. This is attached alkyl group. Attached alkyl group. Now name, it is ethyl. It is isopropyl. Either. Isopropyl either. Next, once again, I am writing this one. CH3, CH, CH2, CH3, OCH3. OCH3. Next, one more. CH3, C, CH3, CH3, OCH3. One more. Okay. See all these compounds. Check once again. Number of carbons, number of hydrogens, number of oxygens. See here. I am writing number of carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons. C5. Hydrogen 3, 2, 5, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 3, 12. H12. Only one oxygen. Only one oxygen. Okay. Now convert. Identify for next compounds also. So now, how many carbons here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. C5, H12, O1. So all these compounds having same formula. Same formula. That means for all these compounds, including that one, those are also. For all these compounds, same molecular formula. Functional group, in all cases, either. These are the functional groups. See here. This is the functional group. This is the functional group. This is the functional group. It is the functional group. It is the functional group. Functional groups are same, but attached alkyl groups identified. Attached alkyl groups. Here, butyl, it is methyl. It is isobutyl, sorry, not isobutyl. Secondary butyl, it is methyl. It is tertiary butyl, it is methyl. Next, it is ethyl, it is N-propyl. It is ethyl, it is isopropyl. That means no two alkyl groups are common for any two armies. Okay, like this. That means these are all compounds having same molecular formula and same functional group, but attached alkyl groups are different. The type of isomerism is called as metamerism. And those isomers are called as metamers. It is possible. That means attached alkyl groups means at least two alkyl groups should be attached in. at least two alkyl groups must be attached. That means two free valency must be required. At least two free valency must be required. For example, if CH3COOH is there, this is the functional group. Attached alkyl group is only one, but another functional alkyl group is not exist. That's why metamerism not possible to explain here. That is monovalent functional groups. For monovalent functional groups, it is not possible to explain metamerism because minimum two functional alkyl groups must be exist for a particular functional group. Minimum two. There is only one is exist. That is why. So single functional group compounds are not exist. So that is single free valency functional group are not exist for this isomerism. Now I am taking some more examples. Here is either is taken as an example. Now I am taking either there is ester. I am taking ester in it. One more example. CH3, CH2, CH2, COO, CH3. It is the functional group. Next, I am writing this one. CH3, CH, CH3, COO, CH3. This is the these two are same. COO. Next, CH3, CH2, COO, CH3, CH2, CH3. It is the functional group. It is the functional group. See here, for all these compounds. So check the number of carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. C4. Hydrogens 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. C4H10. O2 only. C4H10 O2. Okay. So next. Here alkyl group. It is propyl, it is methyl. It is isopropyl, it is methyl. It is ethyl, it is ethyl. Ethyl. That means functional group same, molecular formula same, but attached alkyl groups are different from compound to compound. Attached alkyl groups are different from compound to compound. That is why this is metamerism. Molecular formula same, functional group same, but attached alkyl groups are different. That is metamerism. Is this clear? So that means a functional group having at least two free valency. That is polyvalent. Two polyvalent functional groups only gives this type of isomerism. Polyvalent functional groups only gives this type of isomerism. Okay. So this is all about your metamerism concept. Okay. So we can't say this one as a position because attached alkyl groups only we consider here. Attached alkyl groups only consider here. Okay. Next one. Ring chain isomerism. Next one, ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism. What is this ring chain isomerism? See here. That is molecular formula same as usual. Compounds having molecular formula same. Okay. So my dear boys, please close your videos. Only listen classes. Close your videos. Molecular formula same. And one molecule has open chain structure. One molecule has open chain structure and another has ring structure. Ring structure. Another has ring structure. That is open chain compound change to ring, ring compound change to open chain. Ring to open, open to ring. That type of isomerism is called as ring chain isomerism. Ring chain isomerism. See here, I am writing one example. This is CH3, CH double bond CH, CH3. It is open chain compound. Open chain compound. It is not ring. Now I am writing CH2, 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 CH2. This one. This is ring compound. Ring compound. Check once again. Carbon chain. Carbon molecular formula. 1, 2, 3, 4. C4. 3 plus 1. 4. 3 plus 1. 4. H8N. C4H8 is the formula. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to 8. C4H8 is the formula. It is open chain compound. It is a ring compound. Okay. So these two are ring chain isomers. One is open chain compound and one is ring. Ring chain isomers. Ring chain isomers. So once again, I am writing here. So this is simply taken as that's like a square end. That is a cyclobutane. Cyclobutane. It is butene. It is a cyclobutane. So alkene, alkene and cycloalkane. Cycloalkane. Alkene and cycloalkane are examples to ring chain isomerism. So see here, I am writing this one like this. This one. That is, it is carbon, it is carbon, it is carbon. Here CH2, CH2. Here carbon with hydrogen. It is a CH3. So check once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. 2 plus 2. 4 plus 1. 5 plus 3. H. C4H. That means this is also a ring component. This is also ring compound. Now this one, this one, this one. Ring chain isomers. Ring chain isomers. That means open chain compounds are converted. Ring compounds are converted to open chain compounds. That is these are considered as ring chain isomers. Ring chain isomers. Okay. So it is very, very important and simple one. Open chain and ring compound. Ring compound that ring is changed to open, open is changed to closed. That is why ring chain isomerism exists. Alkenes and cycloalkanes are ring chain isomers example. Alkenes and cycloalkanes. Cycloalkanes. What Karthik, what do you want? Please don't raise your hands. Just post your doubts. I am saying and I will explain. So there is no use to raise your hands. No use any rising of your hands. Okay. Now these are the different classes of compounds. Why acid doesn't exhibit metamerism? Already I explained. Acid COOH. Okay. It has only one free valency. Only one alkyl group is attached. How to express another alkyl? Attached alkyl groups are different. How to express? It is monovalent. Another alkyl group is not there. How to express? Attached alkyl groups are different. Attached alkyl means these two are not. This one with another one. Attached alkyl groups are different. So it is not possible. That is why acids doesn't exhibit metamerism. Acids doesn't exhibit metamerism. Is this clear, my boy? Please don't raise your hand. Please post your doubts. Next one. My question is C5H10. It is a molecular formula. Write all of its ring compounds. Write all of its ring compounds. Try yourself. C5H10. C5 means maximum 5 carbons are there. That is the only ring compound. Don't use open chain compounds. Only ring. This is first one. 5 carbons. Each carbon has. There is 2 hydrogens. It is cyclopentane. Next, down the carbon number. 4 carbon with 1 side chain. Okay, therefore it is 1 methyl cyclobutane. 1 methyl cyclo, or 1 is no need. Methyl cyclobutane. Next, 3 carbon chain. 3 carbon chain. So 2 carbons like this. Therefore, it is propyl ring, 2 methyls. That is 1,1 dimethyl cyclopropane. 1,1 dimethyl cyclopropane. Now, this one also I am writing like this. Here and here, 2 alkyl groups. Okay, so it is 1, 2 and 1,2 dimethyl cyclopropane. Next, the same cyclopropane, I'm writing like this, and it is ethyl 1, 2. Ethyl group may be possible in it. Therefore, ethyl 1 ethyl cyclopropane and 1 ethyl cyclopropane. Is there any other possible ring with ring? No possibility in it. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 compounds are possible. 5 compounds. Like this, you should try it. You should try it yourself. Okay. Now I am writing one more example. Wherever there is tautomerism in structural isomerism, tautomerism is entirely a vast syllabus. That is to explain that one. There is a part. That is at one day in our syllabus, he will give the tautomerism concept. There I will explain. Up to now, these are the only possibilities. Only these possibilities. Next, C4H10O. C4H10O. Write all structural isomers. Write all of its structural isomers. C4H10O. Structural means chain, position, functional, metamers. Chain, position, functional, or if possible, ring chain also. Okay, C4. I'm writing one by one. See here. First of all, 4 carbons. Use the chain isomerism. 4 carbons. 1 oxygen is there. 1 oxygen functional groups are with 1 oxygen OH is possible. With 1 oxygen ether is possible. With 1 oxygen CHO is possible. With 1 oxygen CO is possible. These are the possible functional groups with a single oxygen. With, for example, COOH is there. There is 2 oxygens required. COOR is there. There is 2 oxygens required. But here is only 1 oxygen. That's why these are the possible functional groups, but not these. Okay. Use one of these functional groups. Okay. So I'm writing here OH. OH. Trying. Hit and trial method. 1, 2, 3. 3 hydrogens. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is sufficient. For example, I am writing CHO. I am writing this carbon as CHO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 hydrogens, but here 10 hydrogens not matched. That is why only alcohol or ether. If alcohol is possible, ether also possible. That is why these two are not possible. Okay, so now the structure is OHN. So see, my dear boys, if this formula CnH2n plus 2O formula is there, alcohol and ethers are compounds. And CnH2n plus 2O formula possible, alcohol or ethers are functional groups. And for it, if it is CnH2nO exists, not plus 2, it is H2n, there aldehyde or ketones are possible. Aldehyde or ketones are possible. Okay, so very this is the formula. C4H10 means CnH2n plus 2 formula. That is why alcohol or ethers are acceptable cases, but not aldehydes and ethers. For example, if your formula there is C4H8O is there, now this concept is applicable. Okay, so now our formula is C4H10O. C4H10O. So this is long chain. Now I am writing 4 carbon chain. Now 3 carbon chain with OH. 3 carbon chain with OH here. Here, 3 positions are same. That is I don't write. These are chain isomers. Next, with 4 carbons, I am writing position isomers. Position isomers. Okay, so here and here both are same. Here and here both are same. Next, these are the only possible alcohols. These are alcohol compounds. Alcohol, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 alcohol compounds. Now I am writing either side. Ethers, because alcohols are isomers with ethers and functional isomers. So 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ether. Next, 1, 2, 3, ether. Next, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ether. These are the ethers. All these have same formula. How many ethers are possible here? 3 ethers, 4 alcohols, altogether 7 compounds are possible. 7 structural isomers are possible. 7 structural isomers. These are also considered as metamers. Attached alkyl groups are different. Any one of this one with this one are functional isomers. These are alcohols, these are ethers. All these are combination of these with these are functional isomers. Or functional isomers. Like this, number of compounds you should write in. So try to practice yourself. Okay. So this is the way to express different class of compounds, that two isomerism. Very important. So totally, I am explaining only here. There is chain, position, functional, metamerism, and ring chain isomerism, functional isomerism. Chain, position, functional, metamerism, ring chain isomerism. So a little bit, tautomerism, a little I will explain. Not total, a little isomerism, tautomerism I will explain, only the tautomerism. See here, my dear boys, the important note point is ring chain isomers are also functional group isomers, because their functional group is changed. Ring chain isomers. See here, CH2 double bond CH, CH2, CH3. It is the component. Here alkene, it is alkane. It is alkane. In particular, cycloalkane. That is, alkenes and alkanes, class of compounds are different. That is, these two are functional isomers. Therefore, ring chain isomers are all functional isomers. Ring chain isomers are all functional isomers. That is important point. Next one, tautomerism. It is one type of functional group isomerism. It is also one type of functional group isomerism. It is due to migration of hydrogen end. It is due to migration of hydrogen from one to another end. That means it is due to rearrangement end. That is molecule itself rearranged. That rearrangement is nothing but migration of hydrogen. See here, I am taking one example. CH3, CH2, C double bond O, CH3. Okay. So now it is a keto compound and keto compound. So functional group attached to very next carbon, this one and this one. Functional group attached to carbon, very next carbon is considered as alpha carbon. Functional group attached to very next carbon is called as alpha carbon. For our convenience, one is alpha, another one is alpha dash. It is alpha dash, both are same positions. So for our distinguished points, one is alpha and one is alpha dash. So functional group attached to next carbons are alpha carbons. Alpha next carbons are beta carbons. There is no beta carbon. Beta next carbons are gamma carbons. Gamma next are delta carbons. So here only beta up to beta are exist. So here we consider only alpha hydrogen cells. Alpha carbon attached to hydrogens are alpha hydrogen cells. Alpha carbon attached to hydrogens are called as alpha hydrogen cells. These alpha hydrogens are involved in a migration. See here, I am writing this CH2 as this one, like this. Okay. Now, this bond among oxygen and carbon, oxygen is more electronegative. That is why it is migrated from here to here. Oxygen gets negative charge, carbon gets positive charge. This hydrogen as H plus. Migrated from jump from here to here. This bond, this carbon hydrogen bond is transferred from here to here. Just rearrangement. Just rearrangement. Alpha hydrogen is migrated from alpha carbon to oxygen. Alpha carbon to oxygen. Now the new structure is like this. See here. CH3 no change. CH single bond. C single bond CH3. Up to this no change. There is a single bond between oxygen and oxygen. Pi bond is migrated. To this pi bond, hydrogen is connected. This hydrogen migrated from here to there. Next, this pi bond, this sigma bond is converted here. Now this is double bond. Double bond. That means this is the carbon having both OH group and double bond group. That's why this carbon is called as ene plus whole carbon. Ene plus whole carbon. That's why it is simply called as enol carbon. Enol. That's why this compound is taken as enolic compound. It is a ketone. It is a keto compound. Is changed to enol compound. These two are interconvertible structures. Interconvert. This structure changes to this one. This structure changes to this one. And this hydrogen or this hydrogen may be changed. Okay. So interconvertible structures. So if this structure is changed to this one is changed to this one. It is only due to the migration of hydrogen from alpha position to keto carbon, keto oxygen. Okay. So keto compound change to enol form is changed to keto form. How to this is clearly we will explain later of these classes. So in our classroom we will discuss that one. So it is very, very important. So it is very, but not for the Saturday's exam. So maybe in Saturday exam this is not available and not possible. Okay. So this is due to migration of, see here it is a migration of hydrogen. Here is hydrogen from alpha carbon to ketonic oxygen. Alpha carbon to ketonic oxygen. Okay, that is why keto form changes to enol form. A carbon having both alcohol and keto double bond, alcohol and double bond. Double bond is ene, alcohol is OL. So that's why it is enol form. In short, it is simply called as enol form. So it is enolic compound, it is ketonic compound. Keto form is changed to enol form is changed to keto form. That's why this tautomerism is called as keto enol tautomerism. This tautomerism is called as keto enol tautomerism. A keto or aldo compounds may also participate here. Okay, so this is